Okay, so today we're looking at the horizontal translation of functions. So we're still keeping our same learning intention. We're still trying to build our knowledge of the order in which transformations are applied to its function and how it will look like. So in this situation, we'll be successful if we can correctly identify and apply, if we've got a function y equals f of x, if we have y equals f x plus b, well, this might translate the graph, or this does translate the graph horizontally along the x-axis. If b is greater than 0, we're going to the left, and if b is less than 0, we're going to go to the right. Okay. So let's do some examples. So I'm going to use Desmos. We're going to show what occurs to y equals log 2x plus b. Okay. So if we get we'll do a natural log. Okay. If we have y equals natural log of x, let's look at what occurs if we have y equals the natural log of x plus b, and b is going to be my slider, so the b value is going to change. All right, so we're looking at this blue line. So if b was plus 1, okay, so let's go back to b being 0. Okay, there I have y equals natural log of x. If I add 1, so b becomes x plus 1, I'm moving to the left. If I have x plus 2, I'm moving 2 units to the left. Yeah. If I subtract it, so if I have b natural log of x minus 1, I'm moving to the right. Yeah. If I have natural log of x minus 10, I'm moving to the right. Sorry, x minus 10. Yeah. So basically what we've got to remember is that if we're adding, if b is positive, we're going to go to the left, and if b was negative, we're going to go to the right. Okay. So if b is greater than 0, yeah, so when it's positive, the function moves or translates to the left, and if b was less than 0, the function translates to the right. And that would also occur for other functions, such as if we have y equals x squared. Yeah. If we have y equals x minus or plus 2, okay, so our b is positive, we're going to translate it to the left. If we have our b being negative, we're translating it to the right. Okay. So what does the constant in y equals x minus 4 squared affect the graph of y equals x squared? Okay, so here I start with y equals x squared. I'm using this, so I'm translating, so it translates the parent graph of y equals x squared 4 units along the x-axis. 4 is positive, so we're going to go to the left. Oh no, sorry. 4 is negative, so we're going to go to the right. Yeah, so it's -4. Okay. So here, this is our new graph. So our parent graph, y equals x plus 2 all squared. And we're going to translate it another 4 units to the right. So if we have so this is the graph I want. So there I have y was x plus 2, so I've moved it 2 units to the left, but I now have x minus 4. This constant changes to -4. Yeah, and so what's happened is it's translated 6 units to the right. Yeah, so I started here, and I've now gone to this, moved it to here, so I've translated it 6 units to the right. Okay. So translates the graph, or the function y equals x plus 2, 6 units to the right. Okay, so there's 6 units gap between those. All right, we want to find the equation when the y equals absolute x is translated 2 units to the right of the origin. Well, this is, if we've forgotten what it looks like, so y equals the absolute of x, looks like that. If I want to translate it 2 units to the right of the origin, there's the origin, yep, I'm going to subtract 2 from the inside of x. Yep. I'm not going to put it on the outside because that's actually translating it down the y-axis. That's not what I want to do. What I want to do is I actually want it inside the absolute symbol, because what we are doing, we're changing the x values. Yeah, we're subtracting 2 from the x. So if I had x equals 0, it now becomes -2, and then I solve. It becomes, yeah. So this is going to be x minus 2. Okay, that's a new translation. So find the equation when y equals to the power of x is translated 4 units to the left. Okay, so I've got 2 to the power of x, and I want to translate it 4 units to the left. So I want to go this way, 4 units. So that is going to be I'm going to go left, so I want it positive. So x plus 4. Yeah. So this would be y equals to the power of x plus 4. Okay. Find the equation of y equals -x squared. Okay, is translated 4 units to the right. Okay. So here we have the negative just reflects it around the x-axis. I want to move my x function 4 units to the right. So I'm going to subtract 4 from them, and I'm going to square it. So for this one, keep the negative on the outside, I'm going to translate it 5 units to the left. So I'm going to add 5 units. Okay. So if the point 2, -6 lies on the function f of x, find the image of the point of p if the function is transformed to y equals f x plus b. So here we need to note It's a change to our x values. So, I want to, b becomes -4, so I'm moving it 4 places to the negative, so I'm going to go to the right. So I'm going to add 4. I'm going to do the opposite, I'm going to add 4. So it becomes 6, -6. Okay, here I'm going to subtract 10 because it's the opposite. So the new point becomes 2 minus 10 becomes -8, -6. And here we're going to add t, so we're going to subtract t from the x value. Okay, and that's what you get. All right, so just to remember, if we have a function y equals f of x, then y equals f of x plus b translates the graph horizontally along the x-axis. If b is positive, then we're actually going to go to the left. We're going to do opposite. And if b is negative, we're going to go to the right. Okay, thank you very much.